What's up, everybody? I hope you're all having a good week. So far, everything's been good here. Made some progress on the car, got a few things done. Mike is back here. He is cleaning the trailer, getting it ready for Pro-Am. So I guess let's take a tour of the trailer. So it's a 48-foot gooseneck. It's got 20-foot of living quarters. It's got a 28-foot garage. Had it for a couple years now, and yeah, just, you know, nice trailer, gives us room to sleep and stuff. So,
Am I interrupting you?
yeah, you are. So this is the whole trailer. It's got short ceilings, which kind of sucks for me being 6'4", because I don't fit. But it is really nice to have. So this is the garage part. Obviously there is no transition door, but got a toolbox set up, got a bunch of cabinets, generators under there, store the helmets up there. It's got tons of storage for spare parts and stuff. Drum of ethanol here, and then in the living quarters part, it's a disaster because never cleaned it out after last year. But fridge, shower, toilet, and back over here is a sink. We have a full and a twin bed here. This is a queen bed. Some cabinets up here, but it's got a hot water heater and furnace. So yeah, that's pretty much a trailer. I mean, other than that, there's not much. So, all right, so that's the trailer. One really cool thing that I got this year is I had a custom awning made, or a custom tent canopy. So Kitty Graphics, Vibrant, Lucia Motorworks over here, Weld Racing, Fuel Lab, Distinct Drift, Drift East, and Shipping Contains in New England. Those are my main sponsors for this year. All of them have been really great to me, so it's been super awesome. I did get a new partner for round one of Great Lakes Pro-Am, Truck Trends New England. They threw some money at me to help me get out there, get some tires, stuff like that. So really stoked on that, which is actually pretty funny because my shop is in their original spot. So Truck Trends was here for 9 years before I got in here, and then before they bought it, it was just Linex of New England. So they 18 years in this spot, and then they bought a bigger building, and now I am in their spot. What do you got?
I found a nickel you can put towards the budget.
Found a nickel? Nice.
Put it towards the budget.
Oh, that was left-handed too. So I appreciate Truck Trends jumping on board and helping me out this season. So they're helping me out with round one again. But yeah, so I've got on the car, I've got to finish up like fire suppression. I really want to get that plumbed. That way I don't have a fire extinguisher in the car. I'm not going to do anything. So testing, car felt really good. I wanted to build some custom sway bars for it, get those sway bars done. But fortunately, I don't know if I want to go out to Erie without testing the car on different parts. I know how the car drives right now, so it's probably best if I just leave it the hell alone and just go drive. So that's where I'm at there. But yeah, I'm gonna keep moving along on the car. Mike's moving along, cleaning the trailer, getting it organized. We got to pull Cadillac parts out, put Corvette parts in, just for some spares. Just kind of get everything situated and ready to go for this year. So I'm gonna keep moving along, but I'll keep you guys up. All right, guys. So been a couple of days since the intro. I got a lot done on the car prep wise. I ended up finding that one of my grounds was bad. Basically took grounds for the fuel pump, the fans, water pumps, all that, and then used like a piece of aluminum tubing and used that as like a butt connector essentially. Well, apparently I didn't get a good enough crimp on it, so it ended up getting really hot, and I found it luckily, so fixed that. Then found that one of the pins on a Deutsch connector was bad. I used a DTM, should have used a DT, so the pins were bigger. So that got hot for the fuel pump as well. So, however, I'm kind of like right on the limit of maxing out the circuit in the PDM for the fuel pump, because I wired the car for the Fuel Lab brushless pump. Unfortunately, they haven't finished the brushless controllers yet. They've been reprogramming them and doing some work with them. So it would have been like a max of like 17 amps that it would be drawing, which is fine. However, running the dual 340s, it's pushing what the PDM will do. It's also pushing the size wiring that I put in it. So, unfortunately, it's just creating a bunch of heat in places that I didn't expect because of that. So once I get the brushless pump, it'll be fine. However, also when we were on the dyno, it ended up tripping the fan circuit in the PDM. So basically each fan is supposed to only draw like, I think it was max was like 23 amps. However, it kept going over 30 and tripping that circuit. So I ended up hardwiring it right to the battery, fixed it this weekend. I put some circuit breakers in there, so ended up fixing that. So I do have those two circuits available that I could kind of tie together and run the fuel pump off of. So that might be a thing. However, I have still a decent amount to do. I got a bunch done. I mean, I did an oil change to it. Checked the car over thoroughly, obviously found those issues, so that's good that I found them before we made it out there, because they would have been a chore to fix at the track during practice while the car was hot. So very happy that I found that. But yeah, but I guess this would be a good time to talk to you guys about my program. Haven't really brushed up on it too much throughout the course of this build. It's kind of just been jumping into the build and getting going. So basically, I'm a owner, operator, technician, fabricator of Lucier Motorworks. That's my shop, and I'm a two-man show. I've got one other guy. His name's Terry. You guys have seen him on the channel a few times. He's my tech. He does some fabrication as well, but yeah, he's just, he's a good, all-around good dude. Very good friend of mine. I've been friends with him since just after high school. But yeah, so that's obviously how I make my money. However, it's been slow. I've been working on the vet a ton, so it's been taking me away from customer vehicles and stuff. So it's been a very expensive winter. Obviously, doing what I'm doing isn't cheap. I've put pretty much every dime that I have into my program this year, and racked up a couple of credit cards. So I kind of need this to work. I have to go and perform at Pro-Am, and then hopefully try to make it to the Gambler, perform there as well. But yeah, I really couldn't have done it without the partners that I've had. Getty Graphics, they stepped up big time. You can't talk about the details with it, but they helped me out a lot with the wrap. Vibrant Performance also, they really helped me out a ton this year. There's probably $15,000 worth of plumbing and exhaust tubing and everything in that just from Vibrant. I mean, it's crazy. The amount of money that goes into plumbing a vehicle, both, on the cooling side, on the exhaust side, all of that. So I can't thank Vibrant enough. They have been such a huge partner for me this year, and I hope to continue that relationship. But yeah, also Drift the East, a huge supporter of mine for the last 2 years. They let me test the car up in Groveton. They also have thrown money towards the program, to get me entry into some of these events that we're trying to do. So they've been a massive help. Just all around great people, fun events. They have a drift school as well, so look them up, Drift East USA, I believe.com. And yeah, I mean, they're absolutely killer. Great people. they put on really fun events. And again, the school is very, no matter what your skill level, whether you're just learning how to drive a manual, even if you don't know how to drive a manual, they'll help teach you that. So definitely check them out if you're looking to get into drifting. It's a super great way to get your foot in the door. They supply the vehicles, the fuel, the tires, everything. It's show up. You don't even need to have a helmet. It's show up, get in a car, no matter where you're at skill wise, they will teach you. So great program, great people, highly recommend that. Another partner that helped me out last year is Weld Wheels. I put a name on the car this year because honestly they kind of jumped in late last year and really helped me out. They really set me up pretty well with some nice wheels. The Lagunas are such a classy looking wheel. Obviously not a super popular drift wheel, but I really like them, and I've actually put them on my buddy Mike's car, who you guys have seen, on his 350Z. I'll post a picture right now. They look really good even on a 350Z, so you guys should really, you know, kind of, I think you should kind of spread out away from the typical Zenki, or not Zenki, but Enki, and you know, all the other big name drift brands. Try something new. I really think the Welds could be a good look for the community. Distinct Drift, that is Craig Pust, Zestino tire. He decided to jump on board this year, help me out, get some reasonable price on tires. Tires are obviously our biggest consumable next to fuel, and yeah, I mean, he helped me out big time. I ran some Zestinos last year from him. They're a really great tire. They had tons of grip, side bite. They also were super. They lasted a good amount of time. I was really surprised for how grippy the tire was, how long they lasted. So definitely check him out. He's getting a container this week, so he will have plenty of tires for hopefully for Pro-Am. So definitely check. And then my buddy Luther, which is shipping containers in New England, he's on the trunk. He helped me out a ton this year. He threw some money at the program just to help me out, but it's really appreciated. I actually bought a shipping container from him. I've got a 20-foot Connex box. Definitely, if you're looking for a shipping container, Connex box, whatever you want to call it, check him out. Shipping Containers of New England. I know he will transport the container fairly anywhere in New England. So if you're looking for one, check him out. Great people, decent prices for sure. So I would recommend checking. All right, so with that, there's one last company that I have to give a shout out to, and that would be Fuel Lab. Fuel Lab helped support me last year, jumped on board again this year. They make some really killer products. They've been a little backed up with production. I think they're waiting on some parts and stuff like that, but pretty soon here we're gonna have one of their really awesome 1100 liter per hour brushless pump setups in the car. Right now I built that hanger. It's got dual 340 pumps. They worked really well. Got their big fuel filter. It's a 10 micron fuel filter. Thing's huge, so should keep any junk out of the injectors so we don't melt the motor. So we don't want that. Great people to deal with. Tanner's a really great dude. Obviously Derek Madison, such a solid, you know, really nice guy as well in Formula Drift. So yeah, I would, you need anything, fuel pumps, filters, regulators, any of that stuff, definitely, you know, check them out. I sell their products on my website as well. So if you need anything, please give my website a look, luciermotorworks.com. I've got quite a bit of products on there, adding some as we go. You know, let me know what you want, what you're looking for. So I've got fuel stuff and all kinds of other stuff on the site, but let me know what you're looking for. I can add it. All Link ECU stuff is on there. But with that being said, it's a stressful week for me for sure. I'm trying to get all my ducks in a row, get everything prepped for Great Lakes Pro-Am. It's a 9-hour drive out there for me. I'm meeting my buddy Mike down in Mass, picking him up. He's going to be my spotter for the weekend. My buddy Brody Day, he is meeting me at my shop. He's going to be a tire changer. He's going to be my crew guy. So hopefully we don't need any more than just tires changed, ice in the ice chest, and fuel in the fuel tank. And let's hope for the best. We're going to make a stop on the way out there to Big Indian Comp Motorsports. They've got a really big compound. That place is really cool. Eric, the owner of Big Indian, is a really cool guy, super awesome. Yeah, let's hope for a really good weekend. I think we've got something pretty good. I think the car is going to be really dialed. I think it's fast. So I'm gonna leave it at that for this one. Obviously, there's not much to really go over. The car is together. We've been checking everything over, making some small adjustments. Everything should be pretty dialed. Did an oil change to the car. Checked it over really good. I think we're ready. So, obviously, next one you see, we'll be competing. So hopefully, I can get some good videos and content for you guys this weekend. And we'll go from there. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Wish us luck. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.